Hello, hello. Today we're gonna turn these Dollar Tree foam boards into a nice set of foam numbers. So if you have an event coming up and this is something that interests you, keep on watching. To cut my numbers, I used the template that I actually purchased from Etsy, but it doesn't really matter. You can find different templates everywhere. Use the one that works for you. I'll share below in the description which one I got. But the important part is to get a template that's the size that you want it. For this number, it is 4 feet. But you can also get them as big as 6, 7, 8 feet, or as small as I've seen 3 or 2 feet. So yeah, pick the template that works for you. This part I feel like is very important. When you go ahead and get ready to cut the numbers out, you're going to try to configure the foam boards to use the least amount of foam possible, if that makes sense. So for like this 0, it was self-explanatory to just put the 3 boards together. But for the 1, as you see, a lot of people use 3 boards, but I found a way to use 2 because economical. So think about that configuration as you're trying to put this together. But when in doubt, just tape 3 together like you see me doing here. All you need to do here is grab a box cutter and cut off the excess pieces of foam. You can do it 2 ways. One, like I'm doing it here, where I just cut around the number taped onto the foam, or you can trace the number, remove it, and then cut it that way. I honestly recommend that, but either way works. After you've cut out the number, to bring it to its 3D form, you need to cut 6-inch pieces to fit around the numbers. So here you see me measuring that out with a speed square and then making sure that it was correct with a regular ruler. Once that's done, you'll need to cut them to size, and here you see me attaching it to the board. Again, when you're cutting those pieces, make sure you try to use as much foam as possible from previous cuts so you can save money. But anyway, I used E6000 and I used a hot glue gun, and I did both of those together just to make sure that it was super secure. One thing I did do was I glued my pieces on top of the foam, and I actually recommend gluing your pieces around the foam, if that makes sense. Either works, so but I felt like it looked more clean when I glued it around. And to get the rounded edges, you have to score, not cut, 1-inch pieces of the foam, and that'll allow you to bend it. So you can see me doing that here. The example was terrible, I didn't measure anything out, but here you can see that they are exactly 1 inch apart, and you'll do that for the entire side that you need for numbers like 0, 2 that have those rounded edges. Once you have those fully curved, then you just glue them on just like you do the straight edges. This is the final look. Oh, I fell in love with these numbers. I did this for my 10-year vow renewal, and I wanted to make it pop, so I decided to add LED lights for 2 reasons. 1, they're cheaper than string lights, and 2, you get multiple colors, and actually 3, they're lightweight. So it came out amazing. Again, 10 years of marriage I'm celebrating. Thank you in advance for the congratulations. Hopefully you can use this in a future project. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy this little tidbit from my son.